squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke though, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke though, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke though, you don't want.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Big stop,
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, now Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing on first down is Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. From the gun now on third down, Carr. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now Dalton. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Here's Pirine. He knocks him back. Fights through, and now a crease past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Samaje Perine, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bullet good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Throwing his car on third down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Open man is Uzama. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's Jonah Williams, the 11th overall pick back in April. He was actually the first lineman taken. He's the guilty party. They'll run it here with Pirine. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton, he finds his running back, Mixon. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big play there for the Raiders. 31 yards. On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. On second down. Here's Crowell. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Going for the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Do it.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Raiders first down.
One down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Carr gives to Richard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd and 9, Carr.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And Dalton to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Richard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr over the middle here to Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. It's Carr. Going up top. Caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Andy Dalton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mixon with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He was brought down by Eric Harris. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he threw.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't doing nothing today. 55, Mark 55. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Again, it's Mixon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Bengals, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.